The AM Show.
Okay, the Auckland real estate market has slowed further, going into negative annual growth for the first time in 6 years. So Auckland values decreased by 0.6% year on year in the super city, so that's over the past year. In the capital, it's a different story, with values up 9.2% in the last year. In Christchurch, values have fallen 1.6%. But it's the regions that are doing really well. Nelson property values up by nearly 14%. Hastings as well has done really well, up 19%. So joining me now is QV National spokesperson Andrea Rush. Andrea, good to have you on the program again.
Good morning.
The story's Auckland though, isn't it?
Well, it is, because you've had, for the first time since April 2011, you've had that annual rate of growth in the negatives. So it's down 0.6%. So if you look since October last year, things are pretty stable, pretty flat. Prices are holding though.
Yeah, so prices are holding, which means that the affordability question comes up. It's still, what's the average price, Auckland? 1.03.
That's right. So still over $1 million, still really expensive, still getting record prices in those, well-presented homes, well-located homes. But we're seeing on some of the outer suburbs that were maybe previously overinflated, they're dropping back a bit. And also some of the greenfield developments out in Flatbush, sections that were selling for $770,000, now down to the early 600s.
But ridiculous.
That's a lot of money.
But it wasn't sustainable, the level of growth. It was 20% in some suburbs year on year, wasn't it?
That's right. And, what we have to remember is October 2007 was the previous peak. That's 10 years ago now. The Auckland market is 90% higher than that. So those sort of levels of growth year on year were not unsustainable. So what we're having is we're coming out of that, sustained period of strong growth, and now things are stabilising, prices are holding, in some areas dropping back a little, but nothing, major.
It's not a collapse. No, there's no big bubble. Well, just quickly, Wellington. So Wellington's done well. And the question for Wellington now is, does it follow the Auckland trend?
Well, we're actually seeing that slowing trend in the rate of growth everywhere across the country. And really that's sort of been those investors, that frenzy, investors in the market, that's subsiding. And so what you're actually getting is a more normal return to activity. It's making it easier for first home buyers because they're not competing with high levels of investors who are wanting to get in there with fear of missing out, that they're going to make capital gain quickly.
Yes, those investors left the market because the deposit requirements became too high. Andrea, appreciate your time on the program. Well said. 6:30, time for the news. Here's Amanda.